Thank you. Thank you, Marcus Van, for our player introductions, prayer, and an absolutely beautiful rendition of our national anthem. And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. I'm Ray Bureau, Dean Bureau, our cameraman, and you are about to watch NCCAA Division II South Region competition between Bob Jones University, the Bruins from Greenville, South Carolina, and the home team, Jacksonville's Trinity Baptist College Eagles. This is a second of two between these two schools. The women's game ended just a little while ago with the Bruins winning that one 64-54. Now the men are trying to even up the score this afternoon, and we are underway. Hello to Johnny Gammett, Sports Information Director at Bob Jones University. We know you're watching your Bruins. Hope you enjoyed the women's game, and let's see what happens here as these two rivals get underway here in Jacksonville, Florida. That one is out of bounds. Last touch by Stephen Branch, and the Bruins come up with a stop on the opening possession. Bob Jones University led by Mr. Burton Uero. He is the head coach, enjoying his second season at the helm of the Bruins men's basketball team. John D. Jones in his 8th year out of Liberty University. He is the head coach and the athletic director of the TBC Eagles. That one misses everything, and Brandon Tucker gets it up court very, very quickly. Chandler Rivers with the shot, and the first basket of the game goes to the sophomore from Indian Trail, North Carolina. Eagles off to a quick 2-0 lead. Eagles are a record of 3 wins and 5 losses on the season. They just played 4 games, 3 of those against NCAA Division I opponents, and the other one against the NAIA Florida College Falcons. Eagles won their first 3 games of the year before that stretch, and they're looking to get back on the winning track here this afternoon against South Region rival Bob Jones University. Bruins, no wins, 6 losses so far on the season, but they have had also a very tough schedule. And we'll let you know the upcoming games of both the Bruins and the Eagles when we get that opportunity. The first basket for Bob Jones, scored by the Bruins' leading scorer, Jason Barnhart, who is averaging 18.7 points per game. Rivers on the board for the Eagles, 7.3 points per game. There's Marcus Dixon, turnaround jumper. That one off the back of the rim. Marquise Duncanson is Trinity's leading scorer at 10.8. Inside the paint, the layup does not go. Duncanson with the rebound. That ball comes away, but Brandon Tucker, one of the 2 seniors on Coach Jones's roster, he tracks that one down. He's from Akron, Ohio. The other senior, Marcus Dixon, a Jacksonville product. 3-pointer for Duncanson off the front of the rim, and a rebound by Zachary Orr. Ball game just underway. We started maybe about 2 minutes late. 17:25 left to go in the first half, and the first foul of the ball game will be called against Bob Jones, number 25, Jason Barnhart. That is his first and team foul number 1. Eagles with possession. Official scorekeeper Nathan Williams, a member of the Eagles men's soccer team that finished 3rd place in the national tournament this year. South Region champions. That one goes out of bounds off the Eagles, and the Bruins will inbound. We are tied at 2 in case you're just joining us. Less than 3 minutes in to this South Region basketball game. Coming up the right side, John Allen averaging 6.3 points per game. Eagles put the pressure on over near the sideline, and we're going to have a foul called on Brandon Tucker. That is his first and team foul number 1. Keontae Burrows will inbound. He is averaging 12 points per game. Bruins work the ball around quickly to the left side. Now outside the paint is Orr. Turnaround jumper gets the bounce off the rim and then the glass and the basket good for Zachary Orr. 8 points per game for Zachary Orr, who is a sophomore from Baldwin, Georgia. 4-2, Bob Jones leads, still very early. Stephen Branch for three. This one's off the back of the rim, and it does not fall. Branch shooting 56% from beyond the arc. That one just a little bit too strong. Stolen away by Tucker. He gets around Barnhart. Touch pass, wall pass right back to Tucker, and with the assist from Duncanson, Brandon Tucker is on the board. Tucker at 5.2 points per game. He steps out of bounds as he tries to send the ball up court. So Bob Jones will reclaim possession. We are tied at 4. Only 4 minutes and 3 seconds into this one. There's a whistle to get us back underway. Barnhart near midcourt. Outside pass to Allen. And the Bruins work the ball back to the left side. That pass intended for Barnhart, but Burrows misdirected it. It goes out of bounds. Eagles with the takeaway have a chance to reclaim the lead. Eagles work the ball up court quickly. Tucker outside the arc. Guarded by Barnhart. Steps to the left. Three-point shot. Misses everything. It's out of bounds. And a substitution now for Bob Jones. Number 15, Blake Coleman, onto the court. Only substitution thus far on that exchange, and the Bruins have a chance to regain the lead. We're tied at 4. Rivers on the defense, keeping Allen from getting any closer, but Allen finds help in Champion. Now the long two-point jump shot, no good from Zachary Orr, and an excellent rebound. Eagles work the ball up court very quickly. Rivers finds Dixon, and a foul away from the ball. It is offensive. That'll be Chandler Rivers, called for his first. That is team foul number 2. Rivers made the pass, then made contact, called for the offensive foul. 14:54 left to go in the first half. A little housekeeping duty. Had a lot of rain here earlier today. Brand new roof at Trinity Gymnasium, but earlier this week, while the Trinity Christian Academy High School Conquerors around the court, some of the rain leaked through that roof. There was a lot of towel action on the floor earlier this week. Hopefully everything is all right now. Roof has been worked on, and we are back underway. Ball work to Barnhart. He's outside the arc on the left side, guarded by Tucker. Steps to his right, cuts back to the left, gets the shot over Tucker. It does not fall. This one's out of bounds. It is off Barnhart. Eagles basketball. Hello, everybody watching us on TBC Eagles on YouTube. A special hello to our viewers from Greenville, South Carolina, and beyond, cheering on your Bob Jones University Bruins. These two teams will meet again later in the season, February 1st, up at BJU. Three-pointer from Rivers does not get the bounce, and an excellent rebound as Barnhart goes high to pull it down. Ball got away from Barnhart. He tracks it down. Finds DeHart from the corner. Three-pointer is a little too strong, and a foul on Rivers on that second chance shot from Zachary Orr. Chandler Rivers already with 2 fouls. 2 free throws coming for Zachary Orr. First of two from Orr is up, and it is good. 3 points now for Orr. And from the line, Orr at an even 50% on the season. Coming into today's play, he hit his first. Here comes number 2. It is up, and it is in. So Orr goes 2 for 2. And a substitution for Coach Jones. Number 10 is freshman Nick Baskin Jr. from Hawthorne, Florida. Nick is averaging 4.4 points per game. He had a very hot start to the season. And that is Baskin, who just made the pass to Tucker. Underhand layup off the back of the rim. Did not go. Patrick Jackson, another one of the many new faces on the Eagles roster. He wears number 15, just pulled the ball in off the floor. A freshman from Cedar Key. Tucker for 3, a little too strong, and rebounded by Coleman. 6-4 Bruins lead. 13:20 left to go in the half. Jackson with the steal. And loses control of the ball, but is able to pick it back up before Coleman got to it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Duncanson now directing traffic. Could not get around to Hart. Finds Tucker. And Tucker will be going, no, it's on the floor, and a foul by the Bruins. See which Bruins player gets called for the foul. That is Blake Coleman with his first. That's team foul number 2. Dixon with a quick inbound pass. Eagles work it to Baskin outside the arc. Duncanson for 3 from the corner, no good. Chris Gray pulls down the rebound. Gray stands at 6'8". So does Kez Fisher. Bruins have some big gentlemen out there on the court. Inside goes Burrows, and that's his first score of the game. 12 points per game. Keontae Burrows is on the board. Keontae Burrows, 6'4" sophomore forward from Patterson, New Jersey. Misread that. Jackson from the line, cannot get the bounce. 8-4 Bruins lead, 12-12 left in the half. And this one misdirected. It is going to be Eagles basketball, hit off the foot of Chris Gray. Now 2 officials want to talk it over, make sure they got the call correct. And they're saying that it tipped off Dixon's hand and went out of bounds in favor of the Bruins. Josh Hughes now checking in for Marquise Duncanson. And for Bob Jones, number 5 Stone Champion back onto the court. Ross Freeman now on in for Brandon Tucker. Champion, a big guy himself, 6'4" from San Jose, Costa Rica. Bruins inbound, 23 seconds. 3-point shot, and right down the middle for Blake Coleman. Excellent shot from Blake Coleman to open up a 7-point lead for the Bruins. Coleman 2 for 5, now 3 for 6 on the season from beyond the arc. Eagles having trouble getting the ball into the cylinder. A couple of missed opportunities on their last few trips down the court. 11-4 Bruins lead, 11:33 and counting in the first half. Turnaround jumper from outside the paint, rebounded by Dixon. Dixon tries to get inside. Instead, it's Freeman. Long pass to Baskin. Now Dixon, the reverse layup cannot go. Another missed opportunity for the Eagles. Bruins looking to take advantage and extend a current 7-point lead. Bounce pass gets away, out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Bruins. Eagles player got a fingertip on it. Now heading onto the court, Rodney Robinson. Another one of the many freshmen on the team. He's from Gainesville. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Burrows passes it off, and the shot missed by Gray. Jackson on the move very quickly up the court. Gets by Burrows and draws the foul. First foul on Burrows, team foul number 3. Eagles will inbound, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Freeman, Hughes, Robinson, Baskin, and Jackson on the court for Coach Jones. That's Freeman with the pull-up jumper. It does not go. Matt DeHart directing traffic now for the Bruins. Bounce pass inside to Gray. Long pass across the court. Three-point shot in and out. Champion thought he had himself a three. Ball did not fall. It started to, spun around, and came back out. Baskin from the line, off the back of the rim. And another rebound for the Bruins. .15 to shoot. DeHart finds Champion. Now Gray a little bit outside the paint. Long pass across the court. DeHart thought about the three. Gray inside, gets around his defender, and a layup off the glass is good. Chris Gray, his first basket, 13-4. Eagles trailing now by 9. Jackson for 3. No good. Hit off the hand of Ross Freeman, out of bounds. Two new Bruins onto the court, Zachary Orr and Jason Barnhart. Gray and Matt DeHart will check out. John Allen across the line, guarded by Baskin. Bounce pass inside to Barnhart, and his layup is good. Second score of the afternoon for Jason Barnhart. 15-4, Bob Jones leads. Freeman finds Hughes, but steps out of bounds before he's able to pass it off, and that's a turnover. Bob Jones taking advantage of opportunities, and they've opened up an 11-point lead. Bob Jones has played Montreat College, Johnson University of Tennessee, NCAA Furman University, Pfeiffer University, and Brevard College, and Emmanuel College. No wins so far. They're looking very good in the early going. We're past the midway point of the first half. That's a steal by Jackson. 1-on-2, and this one is good. Patrick Jackson with his first score. 15-6 now. Bob Jones still leading by 9. And a whistle while the ball was in the air. That's going to be a foul against Trinity Baptist. Looked like Rodney Robinson with the foul. That'll be his first. Team foul number 4. Quick inbound pass and a very short jump shot is good from Barnhart, and a timeout for Coach Jones. 30-second timeout with the score. Bruins 17 and the Eagles 6. After today's game here at Trinity Baptist, Bob Jones will travel to Toccoa Falls College on Tuesday to play the Screaming Eagles. That is a South Region matchup. Gardner-Webb University in Boiling Springs, North Carolina on Thursday, December 6th. The next home game for the Bruins will be Saturday, December 8th against Southern Wesleyan University. Erskine College on December 13th and Columbia International on December 15th. Those are 3 home games to finish out the first semester of play for the Bob Jones Bruins. Trinity Baptist, after today, next Saturday will host Warren Wilson College at 4 p.m. right here at Trinity Gymnasium. 2 more games to finish off the first semester of play at Columbia International University on December 14th and at NCAA Presbyterian College on December 15th. The brand new TBCEagles.com, beautiful brand new website, has all the TBC Eagles information. BJUBruins.com for Bob Jones University. Baskin's shot hits off the rim. This one is out of bounds, and it will be Bob Jones' ball. Jakari Randolph on the court for the first time today. Patrick Jackson, Marcus Dixon, Brandon Tucker, and Baskin all joining him on the cart. For the Bruins, John Allen with the ball. He's joined by Jason Barnhart, Blake Coleman, Zachary Orr, Keontae Burrows. And that is Zach Orr with the basket. He now has 6 points. 13-point lead for the Bruins. Dixon off the glass, and the layup is good. First basket of the game for Marcus Dixon. Jackson guarding Burrows, and Burrows steps on the sideline. And Eagles get the takeaway. 7 minutes, 1 second left in the half. 19-8 in favor of the Bruins. Jakari Randolph behind the arc finds Jackson. 3-pointer for Tucker. It is a little too strong, and the rebound by Orr. .6:35 left in the half. Jump shot from Barnhart, no good. Second chance, though, is good from Zachary Orr. 8 points for Orr, that's his season average. 13-point lead, 21-8. Bruins lead the Eagles. Dixon 1-on-2, finds Baskin to the hole, and a foul. Baskin hits the floor hard. Gets right back up. The foul will be Jason Barnhart's second. 4th foul on the Bruins in the half. And Nick Baskin at the line for 2 free throws. Baskin on the season, 71%, 12 out of 17 coming into today's play. First free throw opportunities for Trinity Baptist, and number 1 is good. Chandler Rivers checks in for Jackson. Marquise Duncanson is slated to go in for Baskin if this free throw goes through. It is good. Here comes Duncanson. Baskin did his job at the line, 21-10 with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left. Also checking in now, Matt DeHart for Bob Jones. Coming up on the 6-minute mark, an 11-point Bruins lead. That one knocked out of bounds. Rivers got a hand on it. Then the ball hit off John Allen. Eagles basketball and a chance to cut the deficit. So now it's Rivers, Tucker, Randolph, Dixon, and Duncanson on the court for the Eagles. Rivers lost his footing, was able to get the ball out before rolling around for traveling, and that's Marcus Dixon with a really nice jump shot. 4 points for Dixon, 21-12, deficit down into single digits. Matt DeHart loses control of the ball, but it hit off Duncanson and stays with Bob Jones. JaKale Walker unavailable for today's game. He's over on the sidelines, not dressed out. Hopefully he will be back next Saturday as the Eagles take on Warren Wilson. Shot clock at 10. Champion, a long three-pointer off to the right. DeHart stripped away by Tucker. Eagles have 3-on-1. Rivers off the glass, no good. Three-pointer for Duncanson, yes! Well, Eagles get the rebound off the layup. Duncanson hits the three and the deficit down to 6. It was 13 just a little while ago. 21-15. Here's Burrows running the baseline, draws the foul. It does not fall. No, it's not a foul. They're saying he stepped on the baseline, so out of bounds. And a timeout for Bob Jones coach Burton Ueraw. Looks like this will be a 30-second timeout. With the score, Bob Jones University 21, Trinity Baptist 15. That is Ethan Horton, our game day coordinator, addressing the crowd on the PA mic. Very nice crowd. Main bleachers full. Stage as usual, also full of TBC Eagles athletics student athletes. Bruins, with both the women's and the men's teams in Jacksonville, brought a very nice crowd with them. Many fans made the trip also down to Jacksonville. 4:37 left until the halftime intermission. Eagles have a chance to pull even closer. They were down 13 at 21-8. They have scored 7 so far unanswered points. Randolph finds Duncanson. Alley-oop to Rivers and the slam dunk. Chandler Rivers with the dunk. And the Eagles have pulled to within 4. That's not the first time we've seen Rivers with that alley-oop. That basketball over the head of Matt DeHart came very close to the camera. It is Eagles basketball, a chance to pull to within 2 or maybe 1 with the three-point play. So that ignited the crowd, that alley-oop. We saw Rivers do that a number of times last season. Shot clock at 16. Ball nearly stolen away. Duncanson for 3 and off the rim. Randolph could not get there in time. A hit off his hand and out of bounds. Now the Bruins leading by 4. They've seen their lead trimmed from 13. 3:33 left to go in the first half. Long pass to a wide open Stone Champion. His 3 off the rim. This one's out of bounds. It's Eagles basketball. Another opportunity for Trinity Baptist to cut this 4-point deficit in half. Dixon inside the paint. Duncanson to Tucker, a blocked shot. John Allen with the rejection. Nice defense by Allen. 6-foot freshman from Woodstock, Georgia. Made a big defensive play. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Dixon's shot is good. 6 points now for Dixon. He's already surpassed his season average of 3.9. Eagles have warmed up And this one is out of bounds, off the Bruins. It's Eagles basketball with a chance to tie or even take the lead. Eagles had a little trouble getting the ball through the cylinder earlier in the half. They've been on fire in the last few minutes. They cut a 13-point deficit down to 2. They have scored 11 so far unanswered points. Tucker to tie it. It's good. 13 in a row for the Eagles. We are tied at 21. Barnhart gets through 2 defenders. This one is knocked out of bounds, and we have a foul. That is going to be Chandler Rivers. That is number 2 on Rivers. Team foul number 5. We'll check all of our totals with Nathan Williams at halftime. That's 2 minutes, 18 seconds away. Barnhart, pull-up jumper does not go. Ball batted around. Barnhart now for 3. It is good. Barnhart gives Bob Jones a 3-point lead. He has 9 points here in the first half. Stripped away by Allen. And he'll slow it down and let his teammates get up court. Champion lost control of the pass. It was a little bit behind Stone Champion. And the Eagles will have possession. Chance to possibly tie it back up. 3-point deficit, 24-21. Trinity Baptist scored 13 consecutive points before that 3 from Barnhart just a moment ago. 1:40 left on the clock. It's Jackson, Duncanson, Dixon, Randolph, and Tucker for Coach Jones. Gray, Barnhart, Allen, Champion, and Coleman for Coach Uero. Here's Duncanson with the jump shot and the basket. He now has 5, and it's a 1-point game. Duncanson with the steal. Tucker gives it to Jackson, and a foul as John Allen goes up to block the shot. Number 1 on Allen, number 5 on the Bruins. 1 minute, 6 seconds left. Patrick Jackson at the line for 2. He could tie it and then put the Eagles ahead if he hits them both. He is 6 out of 8 from the line this season, 75%. Number 1 is good, and we are tied at 24. Rodney Robinson in for Marcus Dixon, who takes 6 points to the bench. Dixon came alive in the latter portions of the half, and Jackson has just given the Eagles a 1-point lead. 25-24. 1 minute left, and that pass over the head of the big man. Out of bounds. Chris Gray, it's hard to get it over his head as he stands at 6'8". Then you add in his arm span, but Eagles with possession have a chance to extend a 1-point lead. We're under a minute. Duncanson lost control, got it right back. Long 3 for Duncanson, off to the left. From our vantage point, looked good, but it was to the left of the basket in our line of sight, however. Long pass. This is Coleman. Barnhart thought about the 3. Steps inside the arc, and the short jumper, no good. Shot clock is off. We have 21 seconds left. Jackson for 3, off the rim. Robinson keeps it alive. 12 seconds, out of bounds. Eagles keep possession. Burrows knocked it away. That'll give both teams a chance to set up a play offensively and defensively. 12 seconds on the clock. Brandon Tucker will inbound for the Eagles. Coach Jones will play for the last shot. Duncanson could not get that one to fall. And a terrific surge in the latter portions of the first half saw Trinity Baptist go from down 21-8 to up 25-24 as we go to halftime. 15-minute break. We'll come back in 12 minutes and recap everything that's gone on and get ready for the second half on TBC Eagles. Stay with us. Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College. I'm Ray Bureau. Dean Bureau's our cameraman, and you are watching one terrific basketball game between two rivals in the NCCAA Division II South region. As you see on the scoreboard, Trinity Baptist leads 25-24 over Bob Jones University. Earlier this afternoon, the Lady Bruins defeated Trinity Baptist 64-54. Madison Shoup led everybody on the court with 17 points. She hit 3 3-pointers and also converted a 4-point play, getting the free throw in after shooting the three. Kylie LeFew and Grayson Ledford had 10 to help lead the Lady Bruins. Destiny Green had 13 for Trinity Baptist. Melanie Newton, 12. Madison O'Day, Tamara Brown each had 7. Michelle Jones and Ebony Smith each pulled in 6 points. And Moesha Jones had a 3-pointer for Coach Judy Allen and the Lady Eagles. Well, in this men's game, Trinity Baptist trailed 21-8 past the midway point of the second half. They scored 13 consecutive points to pull even. Then a 3-pointer by Jason Barnhart gave Bob Jones a 3-point lead. Then the Eagles scored the next 4 to give us the score that you see on the board right now. 25-24. We're about 2 minutes and 11 seconds before we start the second half. The scorers on the court, Jason Barnhart, he has 9. We talked about that 3-pointer he hit just before halftime. Zachary Hoare has 8 points. Keontae Burrows and Chris Gray each have hit a field goal, and Blake Coleman has a 3-point shot for the Bruins. Eagles have spread the scoring around pretty well. Marcus Dixon leads the team with 6. 5 points from Marquise Duncanson. 4 each from Brandon Tucker, Chandler Rivers, and Patrick Jackson. And 2 free throws from Nick Baskin Jr. Chandler Rivers had an alley-oop slam dunk as part of that 13-point run, and that ignited the crowd and the Eagles players as well, and they eventually overcame a 13-point deficit. Nobody is in any foul trouble at the moment. Each team has 1 player with 2 fouls. Jason Barnhart of Bob Jones, Chandler Rivers of Trinity Baptist. And for the Eagles, 1 foul each for Marquise Duncanson, Brandon Tucker, and Rodney Robinson. Keontae Burrows, Blake Coleman, and John Allen each have 1 foul for Bob Jones University. The Bruins, 17 total rebounds, the Eagles 10, but another big difference, and a lot of the reason the Eagles made that run. Bob Jones turned the ball over 15 times in the first half. Trinity Baptist only 4. And the Eagles have 6 steals in the first half, 2 of those from Brandon Tucker and 2 more from Patrick Jackson. So that's the update as we wind down the halftime intermission, and both these teams are getting ready to get back onto the court. We'll pause here and we'll come back right before the inbound as we start the half number 2 on TBC Eagles. Both teams with their starting 5 back on the court. Bob Jones will inbound with a chance to take the lead early on in the second half. 25-24, Trinity Baptist leads. Second half now underway. Bob Jones now going from left to right across your screen. Eagles from the right to the left. 3-pointer for Champion off the glass. And Stone Champion on the board. That one hit off the glass from the corner, had just enough angle, and Bob Jones has a 2-point lead. Rivers gets around Champion. This layup does not go. He gets his own rebound, puts it right back in. Chandler Rivers with his 3rd basket. We're tied at 27. Bruins got an early lead. They led 13-4 early in the half. got that 21-8 lead and the 13-0 run we told you about earlier to pull the Eagles even. Right now it's 27-27. That is Barnhart with the layup. 11 points for Jason Barnhart. Barnhart, the senior from Amherst, Virginia, puts the Bruins back out on top. Dixon has the ball knocked away, is able to grab it right back, gets around one man, draws the foul, and Dixon will go to the line. Zachary Orr with his first, team foul number 1 of the second half, and Marcus Dixon will shoot 2. First of 2 from Dixon. This one a little bit too strong. Dixon 3 out of 10 from the line coming into today's play. Another free throw coming for the Jacksonville native. It is good. 7 points total for Dixon and a 1-point lead for Bob Jones, 29-28. At midcourt, that is Allen, gets it off to Barnhart, goes inside, and a pull-up jumper. That's 13 now for Barnhart. 3-point Bruins lead, 31-28. Duncanson outside the arc, tries to get around one, and he's called for traveling. That'll turn it over to the Bruins. Bob Jones shot 44% in the first half, Eagles 31, but break that down into the sections of that half. Starting with that big run they made, they have been on fire from the past the midway point actually of the first half up to now. Champion gets around Duncanson. Bruins back it up to midcourt. Robinson made contact, no call. Loose ball grabbed by Tucker. Dishes it off to Rivers. That one is tapped out of bounds, and it will stay with the Eagles. John Allen knocked it out of the Rivers' possession. All ball. Trinity Baptist, though, still with possession. Tucker will inbound. Eagles trail by 3. Rivers high off the glass and gets it to fall through. 8 points for Chandler Rivers. 1-point lead for Bob Jones. Contact, no call, and a layup missed. Zachary Orr, though, gets the rebound, and a foul on Jakari Randolph. That'll be his first, and team foul number 1. Blake Coleman checks in for Bob Jones, and heading off is Stone Champion. 26 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce pass stolen away by Rivers. Tucker got his hands on it. Duncanson to the hole, off the glass. Basket is good. Eagles lead by 1. 7 points for Duncanson. 3-point shot from Coleman, no good. Burrows rebound, and he'll draw the foul. Rodney Robinson will pick up his second personal foul. Keontae Burrows has not shot a free throw yet today. On the season, 65%, 24 for 37. Free throw number 1 off the front of the rim. Marcus Dixon in, Rodney Robinson out. Burrows now with a chance to tie the score. Eagles lead 32-31. Free throw number 2. Hits the front of the rim, but gets the bounce, and we're tied. Burrows 1 for 2. Eagles could reclaim the lead. 3-pointer from Tucker, yes! 7 points for Tucker. Eagles lead by 3. Barnhart off the glass, no good. 3 men tie up for the ball, and the call is no official word yet. Eagles basketball. I didn't see 2 thumbs up to indicate possession arrow. It is with the Eagles. Keep an eye on the arrow after the ball is inbounded. That shaking on your screen you saw a moment ago, that's from the fans. Again, a packed gymnasium here on the west side of Jacksonville. Stomping their feet on the bleachers. That causes the vibrations to shake the camera. So, no reason to adjust your devices. Tucker will inbound, and apparently that was an alternating possession. Arrow now flipped over to the Bruins. Alexa Goodwin of TBC Women's Soccer working the scoreboard and the possession arrow, and a whistle before the shot. And an offensive foul, Marcus Dixon with his first. That is team foul number 3. Alexa Goodwin, one of 2 young ladies to play all 4 years on the women's soccer team, all 4 years of the team's existence. She and Arissa Robles, the engaged Arissa Robles. That pass inside to Orr, gives it off to Burrows, who converts the layup. 5 points now for Keontae Burrows. Eagles lead by 1. Chandler Rivers outside the arc. Bounce pass to Duncanson and a layup. Excellent ball control and a perfect pass, and the spin move by Duncanson results in the basket. 9 points for Marquise. Barnhart finds help on Coleman in the corner. 3-point shot. Misses everything. Dixon keeps his feet inbounds. And the Eagles give it up to Duncanson. This one a little wide to the left. Now a chance for Bob Jones to pull to within 1 or maybe tie it up with a 3. This is Allen. Lost control of the ball. Now he and Dixon tie up. Jump ball. It is with Bob Jones this time. 15 minutes, 1 second left in the second half. Burrows will check out in favor of Stone Champion. And again, a little more housekeeping duties. These gentlemen working up a sweat. All players on the court fighting very hard. Keeping the floor slippery free, safe for the players. Everybody's ready. There's the whistle. We are back underway. Matt DeHart will inbound. Coleman thought about the 3. Instead, they work it around to the right side, and the corner shot from Champion does not go. Rebound Coleman. Barnhart gives it off to DeHart. Again, they work it around the perimeter. Champion wide open all alone, but then Dixon gets on top of him before he can get off the shot. And this one last touched by Orr, and the Eagles with a huge defensive play, able to keep the shot from getting off. They pick up a stop, and now with a 3-point lead, they could extend. A little equipment adjustment, and we'll be back underway in just a second. 37-34, Trinity Baptist leads. Tucker will draw the foul. There were 2 Bruins there. We'll see which one gets called. 2 officials making sure they call the correct player. If I saw that correctly, that is Zachary Orr. That is his second. That is the call. Brandon Tucker has not shot a free throw yet today. On the season, Tucker 68%, 17 out of 25. First free throw a little bit too short. Eagles now 5 out of 7 from the line. Brandon Tucker ready for free throw number 2. This one is good. Make that 6 out of 8. Bruins 3 for 4. They haven't had many opportunities. It's been a pretty clean game. Not a whole lot of fouls this far into the second half. Bounce pass, and the layup does not go from Orr. Duncanson stepped out of bounds as he tried to turn and head up court. It's a 4-point Eagles lead, 38-34. Whole lot of action in NCAA Top 25. Number 21, Buffalo at San Francisco. UNC Greensboro at number 10, Kentucky. Number 1, Gonzaga at Creighton. Number 12, Kansas State at Marquette. Champion wide open from the corner. Overshoots everything right into the hands of Brandon Tucker. Rivers off the glass, the underhand layup, and it falls through. 10 points for Chandler Rivers. Gonzaga defeated Creighton 103-92. Matt DeHart near midcourt, guarded by 2. He finds Coleman. This is a 2-point shot. It does not fall. Tucker with the rebound. Kentucky defeated Greensboro 78-61. Randolph thought about the 3. Instead, he finds Tucker back near midcourt. Eagles will set up a good high percentage opportunity. 3-pointer for Randolph. Yes! Perfect shot for Randolph. He's on the board. That 3-pointer gives Trinity Baptist a 43-34 lead. Randolph, 38% shooting from 3-point range this season. Chandler Rivers lost the ball. Duncanson picked it up. This one will draw the foul and send Duncanson to the line. Foul called on Blake Coleman. That is number 2. Duncanson will have his first free throw attempts of the afternoon. He's at 64% this season, 14 out of 22. And we're going to have a timeout before those free throws. 60-second timeout called by head coach Burton Uerow. He has 2 fulls and a 30 left. Coach Jones has 3 fulls and a 30. Buffalo defeated San Francisco 85-81. Marquette 83. Number 12 Kansas State 71. The upset for the Golden Eagles. Number 20 Texas Tech over Memphis 78-67. Number 23 Villanova 85. LaSalle 78. Number 7 Michigan defeated number 19 Purdue 74-57. Number 5, Nevada trails USC 28-24. That game is going on. That Michigan game is still going on. It's not yet final. Number 13, Virginia Tech just underway against Central Connecticut State. Number 24, Maryland, very early 8-3 lead over Penn State. Later tonight, number 2, Kansas is hosting Stanford. Number 3, Duke hosting Stetson, and number 18, Oregon at Houston. Those are the top 25 games here on the first day of December 2018. Duncanson drew the foul. It was called on Blake Coleman, his second. Duncanson at the line, 64% this season. First attempts of the afternoon, number 1 is through. Duncanson now in double digits. Eagles lead by 10, 44-34. Free throw number 2. Duncanson hits 1 out of 2. 12:44 left on the clock in regulation. Duncanson trying to put on the pressure, but the Bruins get it up court. That is Gray. Basket is good. Stephen Branch called for the foul. Chris Gray with a chance at a three-point play. That is team foul number 4 on the Eagles. And Chris Gray at the line. Nothing out of 2 on the season. This one is off the rim. Did not get the three-point play, but a terrific job to get the layup to fall. Patrick Jackson blocked, and a foul will be called on Barnhart. That is his 3rd. It is on the floor, team foul number 3. Substitution now for the Bruins. Blake Coleman checks in. Jason Barnhart takes 3 fouls over to the bench. Ross Freeman now on the court. Three-point shot. It's good. Ross Freeman is on the board with the 3 and a whistle underneath. And the Eagles have their lead back up to 10. Scoreboard says 46-36, so I'm wondering if Freeman might have had a foot on the line. I wrote down a 3, but only 2 points were put up. This one is out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bruins with 22 seconds on the shot clock. It's a 10-point Eagles lead, 46-36. My view a little bit obstructed by the railings on the bleachers and a couple of fans sitting down front. So apparently that was a 2-point shot for Ross Freeman. Matt DeHart outside the arc. Shot clock now at 13. Jackson on the defense. DeHart takes the pass. Gets it back over to Allen. Three-point shot off the rim. Baskin with the rebound. He beat 2 Bruin defenders or offenders to get that rebound. That is Victor Melendez, the basket. But the offensive foul will nullify the 2 points. Victor Melendez got it to go, but he's called for the charge. It is Melendez, Baskin, Jackson, Freeman, and Branch on the court for Coach Jones. Coleman, DeHart, Allen, Gray, and Burrows for the Bruins. That is Coleman for 3. It's good. Coleman with his second 3 of the game. 6 points total, and a deficit for Bob Jones cut down to 7. Freeman for 3, no. Biggest lead for either team has been 13. Trinity erased that in the first half. Their biggest lead has been 10. It's now 7. 5 Eagles heading over to the table. 7 seconds to Hart. Free throw. Three-pointer, I'm trying to say, a little too strong. That one knocked away. Bounce pass inside to Burrows. Reverse layup. Excellent move by Keontae Burrows. He now has 7. Burrows from Patterson, New Jersey. Baskin quickly up the court. Rejected. Out of bounds, and then it hit off Baskins. So a change in momentum goes over to Bob Jones. 5-point Eagles lead, 46-41. Marcus Dixon, Brandon Tucker, Chandler Rivers, Marquise Duncanson, and Josh Hughes all come in for the Eagles. Bruins trailing by 5, have a chance to get a little bit closer. Good recognition by Coleman. DeHart had not gotten up front. Pass inside to Burrows, knocked away by Josh Hughes. Eagles get a defensive stop. Tucker 1-on-2 and a foul. Foul is called on John Allen. That is his second. 2 free throws for Tucker. He's 1 for 2 today. 68% on the season coming into today's game. These could be some big free throws midway through the second half. Number 1, a little too strong. Free throw number 2 coming from Brandon Tucker. It is up and it is good. Eagles now 7 for 10 from the line. 10 minutes, 2 seconds and counting left in regulation. 47-41, Trinity Baptist leads. Coleman finds a man open, but the pass gets away. Rivers all alone and a foul. Looked like Blake Coleman, and Rivers will go to the line for 2. That's a case where Coleman might have been better off just letting Rivers take the shot, not get the possibly unnecessary foul. That is number 3 on Coleman. Rivers hits the first of 2. Rivers on the season, 60% from the line coming into today's play, 6 out of 10. Make that 7 for 11. 11 points now for Rivers, pending free throw number 2. This one is a little too strong. Duncanson tracks it down. Eagles keep the ball, and a timeout for Coach Jones. 30-second timeout. So if I have it correct, Coach Jones has 3 full timeouts remaining. Coach Uero has 2 fulls and a 30. If you're wondering about foul situation for Bob Jones, Blake Coleman and Jason Barnhart each with 3. John Allen 2, Zachary Orr 2, Keontae Burrows 1. For the Eagles, Chandler Rivers and Rodney Robinson each have 2 fouls. 1 apiece from Dixon, Duncanson, Tucker, Melendez, Randolph, and Branch. Eagles lead 48-41 with 9:42 left to play. Players heading back out onto the court. It is Trinity Baptist basketball. The timeout called in the corner. They have 26 seconds on the shot clock. Duncanson gets the whistle. He will inbound. Duncanson tries to get around one man, but he is rejected. John Allen once again gets his hand in the way and keeps the ball out of the cylinder. The shot clock was reset, but the ball did not hit the rim, so now the officials are going to tell them to put 19 seconds on the shot clock. So the shot clock is now reset. 9:35 left on the game clock. Eagles lead by 7. Tucker for 3. It's good! 10 points for Brandon Tucker, and the Eagles have that 10-point lead back. And this one is out of bounds. It's Eagles basketball. Tucker was just 1 for 10 from beyond the arc coming into today's play. He has hit 2 of those in the second half. That one gave the Eagles a 10-point lead. That matches their biggest lead of the afternoon. Inside to Rivers, and a rejection by Barnhart. Trinity will keep possession with 17 on the shot clock. Nine minutes, 6 seconds left on the game clock. And they're calling for a towel. Try to wipe up a couple of wet spots over near the baseline. And we'll be back underway in just a moment. "17 seconds to shoot. Duncanson, bounce pass to Dixon, turnaround jumper, no good, off the back of the rim. Burrows finds Gray. Barnhart inside the paint, short jump shot. He gets the bounce off the rim and the basket. Barnhart now with 15 points. He is a leading scorer on the court. 8-point Eagles lead. Josh Hughes over near the bench. Tries to get inside. Instead, his jump shot does not go. Bruins could pull to within 6 or possibly 5. Barnhart to Champion, but the pass is out of the reach of Champion, out of bounds. Jason Barnhart saying he was hit as he tried to get off the pass. He does not get the call, and he's having a few more words with the official. Meanwhile, Coach Jones sends Jakari Randolph back onto the court. Chandler Rivers will catch his breath. We are very certain to see him again before long. 51-43 Eagles lead, coming up on the 8-minute mark. Hughes outside the arc. Finds Duncanson. Bounce pass into Tucker. Lost control. Got it back. Randolph for 3. In and out. That one, I don't know how it did not fall. It was more than halfway down, but it hit the rim, and the spin of the ball forced it back out. This is Allen for 3. Off the rim. Loose ball on the floor, grabbed by Hughes. Has a player on each side. He finds Tucker, and we'll see who gets the call. Is that a foul or is it out of bounds? Here comes the official. He's going to hold up 25. That is number 4 on Jason Barnhart. At first, wasn't sure if it was a foul or just a ball out of bounds, but that's 1 and 1 for Brandon Tucker, as that is team foul number 7. Tucker 2 for 4 today, hits the front end. Now with 11 points. Eagles now lead 52-43. Here comes free throw number 2. It is good. Even dozen for Tucker. Trinity Baptist, if I'm counting correctly, 9 for 12, 75% from the line. No, there are a few that I missed in that last count. 11 out of 16. Bounce pass. Burrows keeps it in bounds. Barnhart, turnaround jumper. He will draw the foul. It does not go, but 2 free throws coming for Barnhart. That foul called on Marcus Dixon. That is his second. That's team foul number 6. At the line is Jason Barnhart, where he has hit 90%, 26 out of 29. These are his first attempts of the day. First one drops through. No surprise when we look at the shooting stats of Jason Barnhart. And now a timeout with the score. Trinity Baptist 53, Bob Jones 44. 7 minutes and 2 seconds left. In the NBA, Milwaukee at New York. That game is underway, the only one going on at the moment. 18-17, the Bucks lead. A little later on, Brooklyn at Washington, Golden State at Detroit, Boston at Minnesota, Chicago at Houston, Toronto at Cleveland. Those last 4 games are 8 p.m. Eastern start times. Indiana at Sacramento out west. That game will begin at 10 Eastern. Right here, the Eagles lead it by 9. Jason Barnhart at the line, a 90% free throw shooter. He hit number 1. 16 points pending free throw number 2. And some more wet spots on the floor, this time over near the sidelines. Everything's okay. Barnhart ready for number 2. It is no good. Rebounded by Hughes. A rare miss for Jason Barnhart. Like we said, 26 for 29 on the season. Now make that 27 for 31. Hughes spins around champion and draws the foul. For Stone champion, that is his first. That is team foul number 8. Josh Hughes will shoot 2. Hughes, 1 out of 2 on the season from the line. Missed his first. Free throw number 2 is good. (54-44), 10-point lead. Burrows over near the Bruins bench, trying to get around Hughes. Gets the ball right back from Orr. Orr outside the paint, has Allen open. Barnhart spins around, stripped away by Dixon. Duncanson slows it down, then finds Dixon, who lost control, got it right back. Off the glass, no. Rebound, Zach Orr. Long pass towards Burrows. Goes inside, he will draw the foul. That is Marcus Dixon with number 3. Team foul number 7, so both teams now in the bonus. Burrows would have 2 free throws anyway. He's 1 for 2 from the line today. And 65% from the season entering today's play. So counting the 1 for 2, Burrows now 25 for 39. Trying to cut the deficit down to 8. 6 minutes, 8 seconds left. Number 1 is no good. For Bob Jones, Chris Gray re-enters. For Trinity Baptist, Brandon Tucker and Ross Freeman in for Duncanson and Dixon. Zach Orr has a seat for the Bruins. Burrows missed his first, missed his second. Branch pulls it in. Break for the Eagles. They maintain their 10-point lead. We just now hit the 6-minute mark. Branch for 3. It is off the rim. He's over 50% on the season, and we're not talking 1 for 2 either. Branch has had a hot 3-point hand. That one did not fall. This one from Barnhart does not go either. Brandon Tucker runs it up court. 1-on-1 and the layup. 14 for Tucker. Eagles lead by 12, their biggest of the day. Barnhart will draw the foul. That is Jakari Randolph with number 2. So 2 free throws for Jason Barnhart. 1 out of 2 just a minute ago. 90% free throw shooter. Now with 17 points. Bruins are 5 for 10 from the line today. Here is number 2. Make that 6 for 11. 18 for Barnhart. Eagles lead down to 10. That's Hughes from behind the arc. Eagles work it around. Branch for three. In and out. Rebound Freeman. Turn around. Spin. No good. Third chance is tapped in. Jakari Randolph got the tap. 5 points for Randolph. And the persistence on the offensive rebounds pays off with the basket. 12-point lead. Three-point shot is good. A great shot from Jason Barnhart, his second of the day. He's over 20 now with 21 points. It is a 9-point Eagles lead. This one gets away from Tucker. Branch is able to track it down and keep it in bounds. Freeman inside to Branch. Back to Freeman. 3 points from the corner. No. Allen with the rebound. Long pass and kept in bounds by DeHart. He runs the baseline, dishes it off. Barnhart for three. Yes. And a whistle. That makes it a 6-point game. And a foul after the shot. So 1-1 now coming for John Allen. Ross Freeman called for the foul. That was away from the shot. The basket is good, and it could become a 5-point play. Allen gets a 1-1. That's team foul number 9 on Trinity Baptist. At the moment, the lead is 6, 58-52. John Allen from the line, 71%. This one, no good. Dixon with the rebound. Eagles lead by 6, under 4 minutes to go. Dixon is stripped. Allen pulls it in. Eagles led by 12 a moment ago, but Barnhart with 2 3-pointers cut the deficit in half. Barnhart again for 3. It's good. That is 27 points. Jason Barnhart has cut the deficit down to 3, and a timeout for Coach Jones. 3:31 left to play. Trinity Baptist 58, Bob Jones 55. We'll pause here and be back in just a minute on TBC Eagles. Jason Barnhart with 27 points, 18 of those in the second half. He just hit 3 3-pointers. He's also playing with 4 fouls, so he's coming back onto the court. With his hot hand, he does you no good sitting on the bench. So wise decision by Burton Uero. Bob Jones coach. Trinity Baptist will inbound, leading by 3. 3.5 left on the clock, barring any overtime period. Bob Jones has taken the momentum. Eagles trying to get it back. That one does not go. Now a chance to possibly tie the score. Eagles led by 12 just a couple of minutes ago. That one is going to be Rivers' ball to the hole. No good, but a foul on Allen. That is number 3, and Chandler Rivers will shoot 2. He is 1 for 2 today. 60% coming into today's play. Big free throws for the sophomore, Chandler Rivers. Eagles have shot well from the line, 12 out of 17. First of two, good. Even dozen now for Rivers. Free throw number 2 coming for number 5. It is up and good. Rivers in the clutch, hits them both, and the lead is back up to 5. DeHart has a ball stolen at midcourt. Rivers could not corral it. Nice job by Coleman just to knock it away. That allows his defense to get up court. Trinity Baptist will inbound with 28 on the shot clock. We're under 3 minutes. It's 2:52. Ja'Kale Walker, I saw him at halftime, has a knee problem. He'll have it looked at with an MRI on Monday. He's hoping to get back next weekend. Chandler Rivers with the underhand layup, and now 15 points. Rivers with 4 consecutive points. This one goes out of bounds. Jason Barnhart lost control of the ball, but the Bruins will keep possession. Barnhart playing with 4 fouls, but he's been red hot in these last couple of minutes. He helped trim, actually by himself, trimmed a 12-point deficit down to 3 before those free throws and the basket by Rivers. 62-55, Trinity Baptist leads with 2:35 left on the clock. Next Saturday, the Eagles will play Warren Wilson College. That is a home game. That'll begin at 4 p.m. Barnhart tries to get inside, turnaround jumper, misses everything. Allen rebounds, Coleman for 3, it's good. That is a third three-pointer for Blake Coleman, and it's now a 4-point Eagles lead. Duncanson finds Dixon, spin move, finger roll, and a basket for Dixon. 9 points for Marcus Dixon and a 6-point lead. We just passed the 2-minute mark. Very exciting basketball here at Trinity Gymnasium between these two South Region rivals. 64-58, shot clock at 16. Burrows guarded by Tucker, runs a baseline and a foul on Brandon Tucker. That is number 2. Burrows is 1 for 4 today, 7 points total. He's done a pretty nice job at the line this season coming into today's play. Told you earlier, 65%. Big free throws for Burrows, and he hits the first one. Burrows, sophomore from Patterson, New Jersey, majoring in sports management. Very clutch free throw attempts, and he hit number 1. Ross Freeman in, Jakari Randolph off. For the Eagles, it is Rivers, Dixon, Duncanson, Freeman, and Tucker. That one does not fall. Chandler Rivers picks it up. Almost lost control, but Dixon was able to pull it down. It's a 5-point Eagles lead, a buck and a half left on the clock. Duncanson backs it up, shot clock at 9. To the hole and a foul. That'll be against Bob Jones, and that is number 5 on Barnhart. He is going to be done for the afternoon, but he's taking 27 points to the bench, and today's player of the game honors Jason Barnhart, 6'3" senior from Amherst, Virginia, majoring in sports management. No matter how this one turns out, Barnhart is today's player of the game. And a timeout. We'll see which coach called for it. It is a full timeout by Coach Burton Uero. And if I have it correct, he has a full and a 30 left. Coach Jones of Trinity Baptist has 2 full timeouts. We'll be back in just a minute with the conclusion between the Eagles and the Bruins. Stay with us. $64 for Trinity Baptist, $59 for Bob Jones University. 1:17 left on the clock. Marquise Duncanson at the line. 2 shots coming for Duncanson. First one is up and rolls around and does not fall. Duncanson, a junior from Kissimmee, Florida. Big free throw opportunity. This one is good. Eagles at 70% on the day, if I'm counting correctly, 14 out of 20. And now a 6-point lead. 1:10 left to go. Matt DeHart loses the ball after he passes it, and Jakari Randolph picks it up. Eagles need to get it across the timeline. They do, and now they can try to work down the clock. Make sure you hold on to the ball. That is goal number 1. And a foul will be called on John Allen. That is number 4. And both teams are in the double bonus, so Chandler Rivers will shoot 2. He is 3 for 4 on the afternoon, 15 total points. And a timeout. I believe it was Coach Uaro who called this timeout. And a full 60-second timeout. So Bob Jones has a 30 left. Trinity Baptist has 2 60s left in their repertoire. We are under a minute. It is 50.5 seconds showing on the clock. Eagles lead 65-59. Back in a moment. Chandler Rivers at the free throw line. He has 2 shots coming. It's right now a 2-possession game. If he hits either of these 2, it will be a 3-possession game, and the first one does just that. That is now 16 for Rivers, pending free throw number 2. This one does not fall. 7-point Eagles lead. Clock running at 45 seconds. Burrows on the sideline. Gets up top. Coleman for 3. No good. And a foul away from the ball after the shot. Both teams are in the double bonus. Foul is called on Nick Baskin. That's his first. It's 2 free throws. Matt DeHart will go to the line for the first time today. DeHart, 4 out of 5 on the season. Big free throws for the freshman from Stockbridge, Georgia. First one off the glass. He got the bounce. 6-point lead now for Trinity Baptist. Onto the court, number 10, Jamal Walton checks in for John Allen. Number 2 for DeHart. Off the rim. Great rebound by Duncanson. He reached high over Coleman and pulled it in. And the double bonus on the foul will put Duncanson at the line for 2. Coleman with... Oh, I thought that was Coleman. It was called on Keontae Burrows, his second. 2 free throws for Marquise Duncanson. He's standing around with 10 points at the moment. 36.8 seconds, and again, either of these two will make it a 3-possession game. It is no good. Jason Barnhart is out of the game with 5 fouls. Walton out, Allen back on. Allen has 4 fouls. Barnhart 18 points in just the second half on the strength of 3 3-pointers. And number 2 makes it a 3-possession game. Clock running down to 30 seconds. Traveling called on DeHart. And that should pretty much secure things for the Eagles. Patrick Jackson on the court. Chandler Rivers coming off and bringing 16 points to the bench with him. Chandler Rivers, 16 points and a blocking foul will send Duncanson back to the line. Or will it be Baskin? We'll see. Looks like it's going to be Baskin. Baskin was the one who was collided with as Duncan threw the ball in. Baskin has 2 points today, both of those from the line. They came in the first half. All Eagle defenders back behind the midcourt stripe. Number 1 is good for Baskin. Eight-point Eagles lead. 29.6 seconds remaining. Chandler Rivers comes back onto the court for Patrick Jackson. Number 2 from Baskin, and he is 4 for 4 on the day. 4 total points for Nick Baskin Jr. Three-point shot for Champion, no good. Rivers grabs the rebound, and the Eagles will get it across the timeline, and Duncanson will back it up near the sideline, and that is going to run out the clock as he dishes it off to Baskin, and he'll just hold on for the final few seconds. And Trinity Baptist College with a huge South Region win over Bob Jones University. The Eagles now 2 wins, no losses in South Region play. Bob Jones, no wins, 1 loss, and a fantastic doubleheader, both the women's game and the men's game. The Lady Bruins won 64-54. The gentlemen of Trinity Baptist win 69-60. Jason Barnhart, 27 points. Keontae Burrows, 7. Stone Champion, 3. Blake Coleman, 9. Zachary Orr, 8. Chris Gray, 4. Matt DeHart, 1, assuming I didn't miss anything. For the Eagles, Chandler Rivers led with 16. Marquise Duncanson, 10. Brandon Tucker, 14. Marcus Dixon, 9. Baskin, 4. Randolph, 5. Freeman, 2. Jackson, 4. So a good scoreboard for the Gentlemen Eagles, 69-60. For Dean Bureau on camera, Coach John D. Jones, I'm Ray Bureau. Good night. God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.